Well, hello again everybody, welcome back. Something a little bit different today. I'll keep on getting asked questions. Where do I get my pinning tray? And other bits and pieces that I've done. Well, I'll make most of these myself. So just to show you how simple they are. I mean, this one here, one of my first ones, is literally just a small piece of MDF. Just used a router, a couple of slots in there, but you could do that with a Dremel. Quite simple. Not the best of pinning trays, but did the job for a little while. I still use it now. These I make out of chopping boards from Where Every Little Helps. We all know what that is. But just plastic or wooden chopping boards. I mean, that's half a wooden chopping board. Router again, a little bit of sandpaper. With this particular one I just stained in there. Just gives a better contrast when the pins are in there. And the good thing with doing them like this is you can have whatever layout you like. I've done all sorts of different ones. And these, yet again, are just plastic chopping boards. You can see the thickness. Don't need to go particularly deep on them. That's the one I use quite a bit. I mean, if you actually look carefully, you can see things aren't exactly lined up. I tend to run the router along a straight edge, but that's as far as it goes. Most of it's effectively freehand. And like I say, you could use a Dremel just the same. With the plastic boards, the only thing I do find is you get sort of hairy bits afterwards. Quick blow over with a blowtorch and it just finishes everything up. And the good thing with the plastic ones is you can stick them in the sink, wash them up, and they come up like new. And yet again, I mean, this was one chopping board. I don't know if we can get that all in camera, which I made 3 out of. There's 2 of that. Then we've got this one here, which has got more individual bits, a couple of more extra bits at the top, and even hang it up on the handle on the wall rather than have to have it laying around all the time. So that was that one. The other thing is my Euro holder. Just get these out of the way a second. Simple enough to make. A couple of bits of wood. I actually had these, this was actually one piece which I then split, but you can use a couple of bits. Drill holes the right size. I think they're actually, the size for those is 10mm, so you can use about a 10.5mm drill bit, 10mm. Drill the holes at the right depth. I use a bandsaw, you can use a jigsaw, handsaw, just to cut down to those lines. And then all your Euros just sit there quite nicely. I've used 2 pieces, just a bit of batten, we can see there. Screwed it together so you've got the gap in the middle for your actuators. And basically I use this for locks I'm working on at the time as I'm working through them. There's enough there to keep me going, and once I've picked one, don't want it on there anymore, so hoof that back into the other pile and stick another one in. So that was that one. A couple of other bits. So just finish this off. Well, it's not quite finished yet. You have to get another chopping board, cut in half, just routed over the top, a couple of hinges on the back. It needs some finish on it and a clasp on the front, but when this one opens up, there we go. All the pins, springs, caps and everything for repinning the best cores. Little plastic tubs I just got on eBay with a screw top. They will actually be glued in once it's all finished, so just whichever ones you want. A little bit of labelling on there. Literally I just cut the chopping board in half, drilled all the holes with a Forstner bit, nearest size I had, and there you go, quite a nice pinning tray. Another one I find very handy, my Dremel holder. Slot in it there, sits on the edge of the bench, clamp, buff, holds it there just the right height. If I want to use the Dremel for itself, just like so, and out it pops. Slot it back in, there's a little hole so the lug fits in place, drop that down, and that's it, clamped nice and solid. You can operate all the bits and pieces, but I find that very handy when I'm making pins, and literally just made out of some scrap wood yet again. So anyway, I hope that's answered a few of the questions about some of the stuff I use and make, and I hope you find that useful. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you again soon, bye.